Hi, my name is Patrick Rhodes.
Hi, my name is Emily Thompson.
Hi, my name is Hannah Armstrong, and we are students at the University of South Alabama. We are in EDM 310.
This is our video book commentary project.
We hope you all enjoy.
The topic assigned to us for this project was one of the great opportunities that technology has potential to bring us is the stability for those who have more and who know more to help those who don't.
What evidence does Prinsky give in teaching digital natives to support this conclusion?
Prinsky uses the example of kids in Kansas connecting with other kids in Mali, Africa. We did a little bit of research on this, and we will discuss it a little bit more later on in the video.
We found some technological tools students can use to connect with others by using the internet.
One of these tools are called ePals, and ePals uses a program called TwoBooks, and this is a program where students can get mentored online, and also ePals can bring classrooms around the world together.
Students can also experience different cultures through the Folk Life Challenge. This challenge challenges students to discover a tradition in their community to share it with the world.
ePass can be accessed using your smartphone or iPad or any internet-savvy device. Skype is a way for students to communicate with other students and educators across the world. What is Blogger and what is Kids Blog?
Both of these are safe ways to communicate with others around the world, such as students or other teachers.
This is kind of what we use in EDM 310. We comment on each other's blogs, and this helps us see what other people are doing around the world and what other teachers are doing around the world. As part of our assignment, we were asked if we agree entirely with what Prinsky says in his assessment. And if we didn't, we were asked what reservations do we have and what evidence do we offer as an explanation for those misgivings about technology.
We agree for the most part that technology is great, but we do have a couple of misgivings that concern us.
Problems students may run into are language barriers and accent barriers. The language barrier could be, oh no, what are we doing?
Just like for the language barrier, it's
not everybody speaks English as a first language. And so, kids could run into a problem where they're trying to communicate with somebody from Africa who may know English but may not speak it as fluently as the American student. So what the problem there is, the American student may be using words that the African student may not be aware of.
Also, the student may be able to teach the African student those words. So it's also a teaching opportunity as well.
But you're also going to run into the problem of the accent. People in Africa may have a strong accent, and people in America, in some places of America, people have strong accents. So, you have to look at that. Everybody has a different accent, and some may be stronger than others. So, whenever you run into that issue, you may not be able to understand the pronunciation of some words, which could cause an issue.
Okay, so I understand that though. So the language barriers and the accent barriers, because people can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Another problem we probably would have would be being able to connect to the internet in those countries.
Yeah. Where you might run into an issue where not everybody has a computer or not everybody has that connection, and everybody in America, can go somewhere to probably get access to the internet, but everybody may not have that in their home. So, you're looking at that issue.
Because even here on campus, some students here don't have a computer access at home. So they have to go to like a computer lab or the library to do their research and homework. And the same thing with younger students as well.
And that goes back to what people can afford. Not everybody can afford to pay for an internet connection, or and in Africa you may not have
that accessibility.
Yeah, they may not have somewhere they can go and get access to the internet. So
and they're not going to be open to the same opportunities we
Right.
have here.
Yes, that is very understandable.
Now we're going to talk about the American International School of Bamako. This school is located in Mali, Africa. While we were researching this topic, we were looking in Prinsky's Digital Natives book, and we were really intrigued by his example of students in Kansas communicating with students in Mali. And we were thinking, we're like, where is Mali? And so we started doing some research, and we found out that Mali is in Africa, and that this is one of the biggest schools there that has access to these kind of tools.
And probably one of the only ones in the area. But,
Especially the nicest one.
oh yes. The tuition to go to this school is very expensive. It's comparable to a lot of out-of-state tuitions or private universities in the United States. So we found the website for this school, and it is an independent, co-educational private day school which offers a full U.S. educational program from pre-K, so about age 2 to age 12.
No, to grade 12.
To grade 12. Yes, you're right.
This school was established in 1977, and it says on the website, in addition to the regular and advanced placement academic courses, French ESOL, which is English for speakers of other languages, technology, music, drama, art, and physical education classes are offered. The school has 12,000 volume library. There are 2 computer labs, 17 station mobile Mac lab for use throughout the school.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Although it only has 160 students enrolled in it at the time.
I think that may be because of how expensive it is to go there.
I think
Yes.
most of these students are probably American students and from other students from other countries, because there's probably a lot of business there. So they needed a school to help provide these children, American children, with American education.
But I do realize they do seem like they have a lot of local teachers that teach at this school. So
Probably teachers that fell in love with their classes, and maybe they went to this school and fell in love with it and decided they wanted to teach, so they were able to enroll in a university in the United States or maybe in Europe.
yes.
So, and then come back and be able to teach at this school that maybe they were a part of as children.
Now, also, there's not many schools like this over there, and the other kids over there in that country are not able to learn things like this.
There's a lot of rural schools in that area. There's a bunch of kids.
I noticed when we were looking at this website, there's only about 10 or 12 kids in each class, whereas the other schools that we researched in Mali have 100 kids in a class, and so they obviously don't have
Probably
access.
at least 50 kids per
Yeah.
class.
Yes.
At least.
Yes, they seem to be very close,
Mhm.
close knit
Yeah,
in the
yes.
class.
But they seem so excited about just being able to learn.
Yes.
I think that we take for granted what we have,
Oh, I definitely think we do.
Yes. Yes, we as Americans are very spoiled.
We're spoiled. So I think maybe having more of these kinds of schools in other parts of the country, but maybe if we can make them cheaper in some way,
More affordable,
more
yes.
affordable for these more impoverished families.
Or maybe just set up a public school system over there
Oh yeah.
to be more like we are over here.
Yeah,
Because
because like pretty much every public school in the United States has access to internet and has computers in the school that students can use.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And we're looking at the population of Bamako, and there's 1.6 million people over there.
Yes,
And so that's a very, very large
a
population.
very large population.
So, but
And
I think,
that's just in that one city, right?
oh yeah.
Mhm.
So
That is
I can
very-
only imagine what it's like in other parts of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I know that since we started keeping blogs in our EDM 310 class, it's kind of been kind of cool to see other classes that have blogs too. And this school did have teachers that did blog about the classrooms.
The
So-
students may have blogs as well, but we didn't see any linked to the classroom website. So it would be cool to see if they do have, the students have blogs, to see what kind of work they're doing for themselves.
I think
Yes.
that, you know, if the students did have blogs, the American students that are in that school over there, it would be good for them to communicate with students that are in America where they're from, just to see what's kind of going on in American schools. And it's also good for the African students too, because they can kind of see what's going on and what they're learning in the American schools too.
I bet the American students can help the African students with
Absolutely.
their English and maybe help them with their accent a little bit, so maybe they don't have as harsh of an accent.
But not only come to America, but go to different countries, because they learn a lot of different languages over there as their primary languages. As we heard, they learn French
French and
and Russian, and all. Those are brought into them in high school.
Probably Spanish as well.
Yes.
So, and they're already pretty close to Europe, so I bet they'd be able to go easily over to Europe and travel over there.
Mhm.
So,
I mean,
it'd be a
just
useful tool.
technology in general just brings so many opportunities to students, I think.
Yes.
Thank you for watching our video. We are students in EDM 310 at the University of South Alabama. If you have any comments or questions about our presentation, we have our contact information below. Thank you and have a good day.
Yes.